To present our next award, it is my pleasure to introduce the Rockefeller Foundation's Associate Director for Innovation, Kippy Joseph.
Thank you. I'm so pleased to be here with you today and to have the pleasure of introducing Global Minimum and Innovate Salone. Global Minimum empowers youth in Africa to invent solutions to problems that they and their communities have experienced themselves. This is critically important as many of these countries are transitioning from foreign aid dependency to societies where products and solutions are locally made. Through national innovation challenges, young people create and collaborate on solutions that are as diverse as the problems they are facing, and these range from food security to preventable injury and death. Khadija, who is here today, devised an electric hoist for well water. And Tom, who's here as well, created green char, which is a safe fuel source for indoor stoves made from organic waste. Currently operating in Sierra Leone, Kenya, and South Africa, Global Minimum is exemplary in its ability to nurture a culture of innovation and self-efficacy among youth. I'm pleased to introduce David Sengeh, the founder of Global Minimum, and 4 recent winners of the Innovation Challenges to accept this award.
Thank you very much for having us here. I'm very grateful to be standing here this afternoon representing an organization that has tremendously shaped my life. It is further evidence that doing work that one is passionate about can yield positive value for ourselves and for our communities where we come from. And this requires neither wealth nor any stated social class. This all started as a dream, you see, in high school, when 4 of my brothers who are here today, Matthias Esman, Jacob Lenhedin, and Jimmy Appleseed, joined me in thinking about how we can use monies from our piggy banks that we'd saved in high school to help fight and create opportunities that enable other people to create changes in their communities. Thankfully, our parents are our #1 fans, and they donated their birthday gifts to us. They hosted us during our travels, and they created the spaces that we needed to practice what we truly loved. The Global Minimum family is numerous, and we're indebted to our volunteers who come from everywhere around the world. I would like to invite those who are present here today to stand and be recognized. We are a family, and for that, I'm very grateful. The mission of our team is very simple. Let us invest in creating the platforms, initiatives, and the ecosystem necessary for young people everywhere in the world to develop the self-efficacy, the need to solve the challenges that are relevant in their communities. When that happens, we will set right the path to resilience that our communities and our nations need. Through our programs, we currently engage with youth in Sierra Leone, Kenya, and South Africa. And among the nearly 1,000 students who have engaged in our programs in just 2 years, you can see these 4 who are in the audience here, and you'll hear from 2 of them shortly. For example, Sinetemba's team is developing mobile apps in this community to encourage and to create the opportunity for students who are from marginalized backgrounds to get mentorship and access to higher level education. Now, if learning is a human right, and making is one of the best ways to learn, then it is our responsibility to enable every young person to make to learn and learn to make. We'd like you to join us in this endeavor. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. I'm happy to stand in front of you. My name is Adam Afufana from Sierra Leone. As you have heard from Mr. Sengeh, David, sorry. We are young innovators, and we are part of the 6 finalists for 2013. What we did was, when we heard about innovative competition among secondary school, we wrote a project about health and sanitation, and it was access to safe drinking water, because we thought it's fit that water is life. Without water, somebody cannot live. But in Sierra Leone, the outbreak of cholera was due to unsafe drinking water. Many lives were lost, and I lost 2 members of my family just because of the outbreak of cholera. So what we did was implementation of health and sanitation in rural communities, because we have identified that whenever developments arrive, those that are within the township of Kabala will benefit greatly out of it. So we decided to implement this project in villages that are not within the township. So what we did was to renovate wells, renovation of wells, because the wells are open, exposed. Kids can sometimes get inside of it and it may cause accidents. And also domestic animals penetrate in the wells. So when we renovate this well, we close them, and also we fence it for the wells to be more secure. Then we provide chlorine for this well so that it can be more pure for the community people. So the community people actually appreciate this of our ideas. From then, after we thought it fit also to do something at washhands, because secondary school never know what is washhands. So we learned washhands for their sanitation to be more improved. So we target 4 schools, but we have started implementing washhands in 1 secondary school. But just after this conference, the other secondary school maybe have some washhand also. The community people actually appreciate it greatly, because this access to safe drinking water, it has minimized the sickness like cholera they go to unsafe drinking water. So thanks to Jimmy, Global Minimum, for assisting us as young innovators, because we are leaders of this nation. So we should develop our country so that some of the sicknesses or lives the people miss, we can now to solve this problem. And to me as an individual, I'm happy because I'm a young innovator who have solved the problem of my community, and I intend to do more. So thanks to Rockefeller Foundation, as this is my first time to be in New York. It was a great opportunity, because I've heard a lot about this city, and all I've heard about, it was really right. Thank you very much, and we intend to do more to develop our community. I'm happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Osborne. I come from Kenya. When I was growing up, I used to see my mother cook using a stove, and she used to use either charcoal or firewood, and it always released a lot of smoke, and she would always cough quite often. And I asked myself, what could I do? This year, I participated in Innovate Kenya with a team of 4 other students. Our team was one of the finalist team, and eventually we emerged winners of Innovate Kenya 13. You may ask then, what did you do? We realized that in our community, 90% of the households either used firewood or charcoal as their main source of household energy. This not only leads to deforestation, but also respiratory tract infections. We came up with a new green household fuel that is made from agricultural waste and is smokeless, longer lasting, and has a higher energy content. We call this Green Chair. I'd like to thank Global Minimum and Innovate Kenya for giving us a platform where we have turned our dreams into realities. I'd also like to thank my 4 other team members for their tireless efforts that made Green Chair a success. And finally, I would like to thank Rockefeller Foundation for always believing in innovation and for bringing us all together this afternoon. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.